This story begins far from the battlefield. It begins in showrooms, malls, online carts. Chinese electric cars rolling onto Western roads, Chinese smartphones in millions of the pockets. Chinese drones flying over farms, cities, even military zones. Cheap, smart, and powerful. And according to security experts, not as harmless as they look. Washington is alarmed, Europe is nervous, and the word that is being whispered right now is very simple: data. Because in today's world, data is not convenience, right? Data is power. Let's break this down slowly and clearly. You're watching Times XP. My name is Rityatri, and China is not exporting products. It is exporting ecosystems. Electric vehicles packed with sensors, cameras mapping roads, GPS tracking movement. In fact, add microphones that are listening, software updating remotely. Every ride creates data, every stop creates data, every location creates data. Now here's the catch, and it's a big one. Under China's national security law, Chinese companies must share data with the state if it is asked to. No court orders needed, no public disclosure required here. So basically that means data collected in the United States, Europe, Australia, Asia, they can legally flow back to Beijing. Experts say that this turned consumer tech into a silent intelligence network. Not spies in trench coats, not any satellites that are overhead, but phones, cars, drones, smart devices. All these things hidden in plain sight. Take electric vehicle. They don't just drive, right? They record road layouts, traffic pattern, sensitive location, nearby infrastructure. Now imagine a future conflict here, and that too over Taiwan. That data suddenly isn't commercial. It's a military gold for China. Or consider drones. Chinese-made drones dominate the global market, used by hobbyists, used by police, used by journalists. But they can map terrain, they can capture high-resolution images. In fact, they can transit data back to servers. Some countries have already banned them near military bases. Why? Because they don't really trust where the data goes here. Then there's AI. Smart devices learning habits, predicting behavior, tracking routines. AI doesn't just observe, it understands. And in geopolitical showdown, understanding your opponent is half the battle. Now this is why Taiwan keeps coming up. Western intelligence believe that China is preparing slowly, patiently for possible future conflict here. Not just with ships or missiles anymore, but with information, mapping, digital awareness. Wars of the future are fought with algorithms as much as weapons now. Donald Trump warned about this during his first-time presidency as well. He talked about tech dominance, supply chain, national security. In the meantime, Xi Jinping, he has made one thing very, very clear. Technology is central to China's rise. Civilian and military lines blurred. So what's the West doing now? Investigating Chinese EVs, restricting Chinese apps, limiting tech reaches, and writing security rules. Because once data is collected, you can't uncollect it. In the end, this is not about gadgets. It's not about brands. It's not about cheap tech. It's about who controls information in 21st century, because when everyday technology becomes a strategic weapon, the battlefield is no longer just Taiwan. It is every single where.